Hi everybody, Fat Captain America here, and since it's Wednesday, this must be Craft Brew Wednesday. Here at Talking Nudie to Me. I apologize in advance for the uh, low quality of this video. I broke my other camera doing something that was completely within warranty, and so I'm having to ship it away to get it fixed. Hopefully that'll be taken care of in the next couple weeks, and we'll be able to go back to some more high quality footage. Um, anyway, you'll still have high quality content from me, I promise. Um, Anyway, as I said, this is Craft Brew Wednesday, where we review beers. Now, again, I don't know very much about beer, so the point, my goal here is to educate both myself as well as you, the viewer. We're going to talk about the beer itself. I'm going to introduce the beer, give you a description of the beer from the manufacturer, give you a little bit of information about the manufacturer themselves, or I guess the brewer, give you some information about the brewer, then go over what specific type of beer it is. Then I'll actually try it myself, tell you what I think about it. Then I'll give you the highest review from beeradvocate.com as well as the lowest review from beeradvocate.com, my opinion on both, and then the rest will be up for you to decide. Uh, so let's go ahead and get started. This week we're going to be reviewing it's Abita Brewing Andygator. I don't know if you can see. I honestly can't tell with the quality on this thing, but it's got an alligator right there. It's Andygator. It's an alligator with a crown. It says it's a Hell's Doppelbock. I know some German. Doppel means double, so it is a double bock. I don't know what bock means. It is 8% alcohol by volume, so it's a pretty high volume of alcohol. Let's see on the back of it says it's a fearsome beast. Don't let his toothy grin, slightly sweet flavor, and subtle fruit aromas fool you. This cold-blooded creature is a hell's doppelbock that can sneak up on you. This unique, high-gravity brew is made with pale malt, German lager yeast, so it's a lager, and German pearl hops. Sip, don't gulp, and taste the wild of Abita Andygator. Let's see. According to the website, it says, unlike other high-gravity brews, Andygator is fermented to a dry finish with a slightly sweet flavor and a subtle fruit aroma, reaching an alcohol strength of 8% by volume. It is a Hell's Doppelbock. Apparently, it goes well with fried foods. Apparently, pairs well with just about anything made with crawfish. Good aperitif and pairs easily with gorgonzola and creamy blue cheese. But because the high alcohol content, remember it's 8% alcohol by volume. Be cautious. Sip it for the most enjoyment. 8% alcohol by volume. 25 IBUs. I've read IBUs is international bitterness units, I believe. It is 25. I don't know what a regular IBU score is, so I don't have that information. I'm sorry. I'll try and get that for next time. A little bit about Abita Brewing. It is from. This is my Kindle Fire, by the way. It is excellent. I love it absolutely. I've had it for 3 years. I got it for Christmas one year, and to be honest, it's probably the present I've used more than any other present I've ever gotten. But anyway, the Abita Brewing Company is a brewery in Abita Springs, Louisiana, 30 miles north of New Orleans. That's why it looks like it's got Mardi Gras alligator. Abita was formed by Jim Patton and Rush Cumming in 1986. So it's located in Abita Springs, Louisiana. Production output of 130,000 barrels yearly. I don't know, that sounds like a lot to me. Anyway, so this is a Doppelbock. It says Bock is a strong lager of German origin. Several sub-styles exist, including something called a Maibock, also called a Hellsbock, a paler, more hopped version generally made for consumption at spring festivals. The Doppelbock is a stronger, maltier version, and then an Eisbock, much stronger version made by partially freezing the beer and removing the ice that forms. So Hell's Doppelbock, I guess, is a stronger, maltier version, but it's pale. So I'm guessing because I can't expand it out right now. Some more research I found out the Doppelbock was invented in Germany back in the time when they had monks. I can't remember the name of the monks, but the monks, when they were fasting, they couldn't eat any solid foods, and so what they did is they would drink beer to help get some nutrition, help get some more calories in, because they didn't really have, they couldn't just go out and buy a Coke So they would drink beer, and the monks, the friars at this place, I think it was Franciscan. They started brewing the doppelbock because it had a higher alcohol content, and they considered it to be liquid bread, basically. So this is liquid bread, now not necessarily this. This is Louisiana, and Louisiana I don't think has any friars. Um, but anyway, so that's a little bit about Abita Brewing Company, about the Andygator, and as well as the bock. Um, the doppelbock, again, stronger, maltier version is usually a little bit darker. From what I read, it's a little bit darker. Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like. Let's open it up. You can see, I love the little mist or smoke, or I don't even know how to describe it. Like the little smoke that comes out of the top of the bottle once you open it up. This is my Southern Comfort glass, by the way. I won this in a contest with Southern Comfort, the actual company. The producers. It's not a brewery, I guess. You don't brew Southern Comfort distillery. The distillery. I won it in a contest with them. Anyway, let's go ahead and pour. It's very pale. So it's got a decent head. I don't know how well you can tell. It looks darker on the video, but it's very golden in color, almost yellow, almost completely yellow. A lot of carbonation in it. Looks like it's got that's kind of neat. It's kind of just running up the sides of my glass there. I don't know if that did. I guess that means I did a good job pouring it. Let's see how it smells. Smells pretty good. Smells like a beer. And yeah, it tastes pretty good too. The head's very creamy. The taste is it's pretty good. I mean, it tastes pretty good. I don't really, like I said in the last one, I don't know. I can't pick out fruits. I can't pick out spice, tart, any of that nonsense. It tastes pretty good. Although now that I kind of think about it, it does kind of taste. I have kind of a fruity aftertaste, like a apple juice almost. That's pretty good. I like apple juice pretty good. I wouldn't give this to my little boy, but the aftertaste isn't too bad. Really pleasant, actually. It does feel a little thin. It doesn't taste watery, but it feels watery, if that makes any sense. Like it feels like it should be a little thicker. Anyway, on to the learned reviews. This is the, let's see, Andygator, and again, it's at beeradvocate.com. The total BA score is 80 from 427 reviews. We've got an average of 3.52 rating, 3.52 stars out of 5, based on 1,528 ratings. Let's see. So this is the highest review. It's a 5 out of 5. In this case, since the highest review is a 5 out of 5, I'll read it, and then the next lowest one, because nothing 5 out of 5 is perfect. Nothing's perfect. So I'll give you 2 reviews in this one. The first one says 5 out of 5. It says labeling states Hell's Doppelbock. I think the only characteristics of a Doppelbock on this is the high ABV. That's alcohol by volume. I prefer to call this an Imperial Hell's, whatever that means. True to style, but has that alcoholic punch of a Doppelbock. Toasty aroma. Head dissipates rather quickly. Think the ABV. Oh, he just said it right there. True to style. So I guess it's in the style of an Imperial Hell's, but has the punch of a Doppelbock. Okay. Toasty aroma. Sure. Head dissipates rather quickly, thank the ABV. Rich, malty Pilsner flavor, peppery undertones, very dry, high on the bitter end, but pleasant. It is a little bitter, I guess. Not a bad thing. Uh, Next one is 4.93 out of 5. It says A for something. It says clear golden Pilsner with a billowy 2 fingers worth of eggshell white head. Ridiculous carbonation streaming off the bottom like a champagne, except in erratic bottles. Not much lacing, but there is some. S. Smell maybe? Not really nose heavy, but there is some yeast and malts among some toasted earthy aromas. Pretty average smelling for the style, and I could definitely use a bigger aroma. The taste is superb. A bit of peppery bite in the front of the tongue sort of takes you back at first, but the malts give this some great sweetness and makes this almost too easy to drink. Pulling a small amount, you definitely get a bit of fruit, almost like grapes with plums. Also getting some green apple flavors at the very end of the tongue. I got something right. Absolutely delicious, but drinking a full mouthful at a time kills this one, so I'd recommend taking your time. Medium bodied with a lot of crisp from the heavy carbonation and that peppery taste. That's the third time I've heard peppery. I don't know where that's coming from. Smooth as a fruit and easier to drink than the darker doppelbocks I've had. I guess overall, Abita has done it again. This thing is tremendous and really has set the bar high for doppelbocks, domestic and imported alike. This is much, much better than the Celebrator from Iyengar, which is rated as the top doppelbock in the world. Definitely tasty, and if you go slow, it smooths out and leaves you with a very subtle bit of fruit that gives this tremendous drinkability. It does seem drinkable. I would buy it again, and I would drink it again. Oh, that actually reminded me of something else that I read. The Celebrated from Iyengar. The original Doppelbox, when they first made it, it was called Salvatore, which means Savior. They called it Salvatore because they were able to drink it and get some calories in during a fast. It's become kind of a thing when you brew a Doppelbock, you have the name end in ATOR, like Andygator, Celebrator, Salvator, in honor of the, or not really, I guess in honor, but just kind of carry on the tradition. Alright, so now for the lowest review, which is a 1 out of 5 stars. So in this case, again, I'll read the top two lowest. That doesn't make any sense. I'll read the 2 lowest reviews because 1 out of 5, nothing is absolutely awful. There's got to be some redeeming quality about it. So I'll give you the lowest one and then the one above that. The lowest one is the 1 out of 5. It says, this was horrendous. One of the very few drain pours I've had in my beer drinking lifetime. Very rich flavor profile, yet thin mouthfeel. Again, that I can agree with. The flavor's pretty good, but it does feel pretty thin. Stomach turning sweetness, cloyingly sweet, no presence of bitterness. I wouldn't say that. Even the flavor of the malt had a bit of funkiness to it that was very unpleasant. Noticeable booziness as well, which did not help us at all. Would drink again? No. Would purchase again? No. I would drink it again and I would purchase it again. The next lowest review, 1.37 out of 5, says, yellow beer, no visible carbonation. Looks nothing like a Doppelbock. This is a malt liquor. I will say it is yellow. I don't know what a Doppelbock is supposed to look like, but there is certainly some visible carbonation. Even now, you can still see, I don't know if you can see it but let me hold it up. You can still see the bubbles rising, so there's definitely carbonation. Smell is sweet adjuncts and vegetables. I don't know what an adjunct is, and I don't smell any vegetables, so I don't know what he's talking about. Taste is sweetness and alcohol, not complex and not pleasant. Out of the bomber, I choked down about half a pint before drain pouring the rest. A hideous beer. So, we have people who know way too much about what they're talking about, and then other people who apparently don't like this beer very much. I thought it was pretty good. Like I said, I would buy it again. I would drink it again. I would buy a 6-pack of it. This one, by the way, came from, just like the last one that I got, it came from the warehouse in Albany. It's the intersection of Gillianville and Pine. What's really cool about the warehouse is that you can go there if you want to sample different craft brews. You don't have to get a whole 6-pack of one. You don't have to split it up or anything like that. You can actually buy the beers individually. So if you want to get just this one Andygator, and all I have is a 6-pack, guess what? Take this out of the 6-pack, take it up to the register, turn around to the back. There's a UPC. They'll scan it for you. That's not a UPC. That's a barcode. They'll scan the barcode, and you'll be good to go. You can buy the beer individually, so you don't have to worry about, what if I get this and I don't like it? Then I've got 5 more of these left to drink, or just waste of money and pour down the drink. You can get one and try it out, see how you like it. You can actually get a 6-pack and have them all different kinds. Any beer that they have that's already loose, you can just get it individually. Anyway, so I hope this was educational for you. I'm going to drink a little bit more of this. It's really good. It is. It's really good. I don't know why. I guess maybe the one that they got was just not good. Anyway, I hope you go out and buy it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it if your taste are anything like mine, which is just I don't really know what my tastes are, to be honest. Anyway, so go out and buy it if you want, and if you like it, I hope you enjoy it. I need to work on how to close these out, I guess, because this isn't very good. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and get better. Well, like I said, I'll keep trying to get better. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please like it, share it, subscribe. I'm going to be doing other stuff in addition to these beer reviews. I've already got a video for the Harry Potter release about the new Harry Potter book that came out. I'm going to be doing some more stuff in that kind of vein. I've got a video coming up in the next couple of days about Harry Potter. But there's going to be other stuff too. Stuff dealing with Marvel, DC, comic books, science fiction, fantasy, all kinds of stuff. You can follow me on Facebook as well at facebook.com/tntome. Just look up. There'll be a link below at the bottom. So I hope to see you all again next week. Until next time, live long and prosper.